Well, the 2017 wine country fires were the largest wildfire in the state of California at that time until 2018, and there was a Woolsey fire in Malibu and the Camp Fire in Paradise, and it was devastating. We were up there for a week. I took a handful of my chefs from my restaurant in San Francisco, and we rented an Airbnb and just went up there and camped out and went to the food shelters and cooked for everybody. We cooked for almost 12,000 people a day. We filmed all of it too, because I just think from a historical standpoint, these stories should be told, these stories should be chronicled, and it should be a lesson for all of us. So Uncrushable for me was a movie that fell into our lap. We partnered with the state of California on the film, so Visit California paid for it. When they reached out and they said, like, we want to take all of our advertising money that we're putting outside the United States and kind of put it back into California and just do something and show the residents that California cares, and we have to start creating like messages and campaigns, and it was marketing people talk about marketing, but what they were really saying is like the human interest side of this has to be told and has to be expressed, and it wasn't about the money. It was about the honor to be able to tell that story in the first place. So we first we were putting together this event called the Grateful Table, which is sort of the crescendo of the film at the end, and then once we started kind of getting into what that was, we also have a deep both appreciation and connection with our brave firefighters in Marin County and Sonoma and Napa County. We just know a lot of them, and so we started reaching out. We started filming and creating the storyline for the Grateful Table, but then we were on the side. We were also cooking for firefighters on a daily basis. We started just overlaying the two, and really started to tell a much bigger picture where the Grateful Table ended up becoming a spoke in the story of the wheel of the fire of 2017, and what was really important was the heart and the spirit of the people that rallied around our neighbors and showed the world that love conquers all, and that was a story that we really wanted to tell, and we were just grateful to be able to tell it, and we were in the right place at the right time to be able to do that, and it's my first film.
Beautiful.
It's my first movie.
Yeah, really, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to kind of jump right into it and do the right thing for the storyline, for the community, for the state of California, and tell the world that yes, it was a disaster, and you can't hide this kind of stuff. You can't brush it on the carpet. You can't come out with like, hey, California is fabulous, and it is. Don't get me wrong. But we just went through a lot 2 years in a row. Yeah. And so I think there's a level of empathy that I think a lot of people around the world share, because California is California to everybody. Everybody loves California, right? And so for us to be able to kind of tell the story about what was happening, and also to let the world know that California is here, and we'd love to have you back. My point of this movie, especially touring the movie as we are now, we got to do a couple of things in the state of California. We really have to address climate change. We have to, because we're starting to realize that fire season is all year long. In Northern California, thank God, it's starting to rain now, but through May to October, as soon as the weather starts to dry out in midsummer to late summer, it can happen anywhere. It can happen at any time, anywhere, especially when the winds start coming. So we have to do something about our power poles. That's the match. We may not be able to do anything about the wind or the dry weather, but we can certainly do something about the match. The power poles in the state of California are a death trap and have to be fixed right away. We should be able to be anywhere in less than 12 hours, ready for emergency deployment. In the face of danger, and that's creating tents, that's creating villages, that's creating like mobile kitchens where because society breaks down in 7 meals.
I'm sorry?
Society will break down in 7 meals.
In 7 meals?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and breakfast. By breakfast the third day, people are starting to think about desperate situations, right? Like I have to eat, I have to get food, I have to get diapers for my children, and that kind of thing. And so we have to be able to kind of create a sense of calm for our communities if this does happen again, because it wasn't their fault. Right? These are natural disasters or man-made natural disasters. So there's a lot to talk about, and hopefully with Uncrushable, the film, as real as the movie is, and it's a very real film. There's a positive message at the end of it that our community is everything. Like we here in California, we're strong, we are resilient, and we will we'll be there. We'll be there for each other in case of emergencies. And the other thing, I want each person to both do one thing, just do one thing to help somebody in their community, and also just have a conversation with somebody about climate change and what we can do about it.